Welcome on in to a Tuesday edition of Sports Memo Today. I'm your host, Dan Alexander, and just got one guest with me today. You see on the side scroll there, we got Dan Kaiser that's going to be stopping by. We're going to talk a little college basketball, talk a little NFL, and you see the record there. When Dan talks NFL, you want to listen. How about that insane record on the season that he's rocking 37, 17, and 2. That's overall. If you're just talking totals, how about up 25.9 units? Number one at Sports Memo on NFL totals, 14, 6, and 1. You want to go the last 30 days, he's running hot there as well. He's picked up nearly 20 units there, 16, 7, and 1. So before we went on air, I was kind of joking. I'll bring him in. Dan, happy to be here with you. Kind of joking with him. We were talking about how my Eagles fared last evening, and I don't know, Dan, maybe when I'm looking for NFL plays, I should just run them by you. The season's been running really nice for you, and I know you're excited about college basketball too, right?
Yeah, it's been a really good season in the NFL. I'm pretty happy with it. It started out hot, and it's just continued. I have to look back, but I think the worst week I've had in the NFL, I think I was like 1-1-1. So it's been really good and really profitable. And I've got a play for up for the $2 Tuesday, and I got a free play for football coming up a little bit later.
Yeah, he's going to give you a free play, one that I'm looking towards as well. He mentioned that $2 Tuesday. You can grab Dan's play, a 5% NFL play that's up right now for just $2. Or you can scrounge around, find some loose change, some loose dollars, and up the ante to $5 and also get a 5% NFL play from Joe D'Amico and one from Kevin Thomas as well. That one, a Sunday NFC play. So 3 5% plays for just $5. I guess it's the 5 show here and the Dan show here. So, Dan, let's start getting into it. A team that you know on the gridiron and the basketball court is, of course, those Michigan State Spartans, and they're taking on Kentucky tonight. So Sparty heads, they get off the aircraft carrier and into an actual gym. I'm sure all of their shooters excited about that. However, ain't no rest for the wicked because they now face the number 4 team in the country in Kentucky, Michigan State, Kentucky Wildcats. Wildcats around a 7-point favorite. How are you betting this one, Dan?
Yeah, I look at this, if you're a Spartan fan, you've seen this, every year. It's the March of Death or Trail of Tears, depending on what happens in the next couple of weeks. We played number 2 Gonzaga Friday. I was on Gonzaga. I thought, but we came out and played, or State came out, played really well in that game. We had a chance and should have won that game. As you said, now we got number 4 Kentucky. Friday we have to play Villanova. Then we've got Bama, UConn, Oregon, possibility Notre Dame, and then we get into the Big Ten season. There's a couple of cupcakes in there, but yeah, this happens every year with the Izzo team. He's trying to build for March, and to be honest, we've had good success doing it this way, and they actually need it. I mean, we don't. You look at this team, and it's hard to see where the scorings come from. AJ Hogarth's at 10 points a game. He's our leading scorer. Joey Hauser, I was hoping he was graduated. He averages 10 a game. We got a couple freshmen that are playing. Malik Hall kind of disappointed me the last game. We take it on a Kentucky team. Kentucky's 2-0, 2-0 against the spread. They're averaging 86 points a game. But I guess if we're looking at any solace coming in this way, it sounds like, according to Coach K, that Oscar Sheedway, if he does play, he's only going to get a couple minutes at a time. And if that's true, then we can hopefully pound the ball down low to Sissoko and do what we did against Gonzaga and score in the paint. I won against the Spartans last week, and it cost me, I think, 7 points in a game that should be tight. I got to take the points in this one and take my Spartans.
Thanks a lot, Dan. Appreciate that. So the thing is, yeah, it's hard to hear me if the mic is turned off. It's been a while since I muted my mic here on Sports Memo Today. So
you probably said something. You probably said something really interesting.
Yeah, I was. I was just dropping all kinds of f-bombs and things, so I was just censored there. No, really, what I was just saying was, if Sparty did end up getting that done on the aircraft carrier against Gonzaga, Timmy just a little bit too much for them down the stretch. What would this line be? Would we be looking at
Yeah.
a 7-point line? I think it kind of bolsters the points that you were making there. Want to remind you, you can grab Dan's 5% NFL play. You can also get it in our Triple Play Tuesday pack for just $5. Inside of that play, a code for $100 off his NFL season. And I laid out the numbers there: 14-6-1 on totals this year, 16-7-1 over the last 30 days. Overall, 37-17-2 here in the NFL. So when he talks NFL, you want to listen. Take 100 off the rest of the season if you buy his $2 Tuesday play today. Let's talk a little NFL, Dan, and look at this Rams and New Orleans game. I mean, two teams whose seasons really aren't going the way that they had hoped, especially if you're the Rams. The Super Bowl hangover is real. Now you're going to be missing Cooper Kupp. You have a look towards this total. Now, this total opened around 42.5. It is on the move ever since, downwards. It's sitting around 39. You can grab some spots even at 38.5. So thoughts on that move? You agree with it as it moves towards the under?
Yeah, I agree with the move. And, well, Cooper Kupp's out now. So, well, Stafford's hurt. And I think, one, the line movement's because Kupp is out. And I don't see any reason why they would play Stafford anyway. He hasn't played well most of the year. Now he's out with basically his only weapon. And the Rams, I mean, look at this Rams team. Even when Stafford and Kupp even when Kupp is healthy and they had a passing game, they can't run the ball. They only average 68 yards a game on the ground. They're scoring just a tad over 16 points a game. Their defense, which was always their their big stalwart thing they could lean on, they're not playing all that well either. They're allowing 22 points a game. So what do you got now without Kupp? You got Allen Robinson, who I thought was going to have a lot. And if Stafford's not throwing, I don't see this offense moving the ball much at all. And you got the Saints team. The Saints team, they've been sort of a dumpster fire all year. I mean, Andy Dalton, what's he going to do for you? Kamara's just having an average year. Olave, just decent, but, I mean, they're not piling up a ton of points. They're getting 22 points a game. One problem with the Saints is they're banged up. If the Rams defense, even when they're average, they're good. So that's not going to bode well for Dalton back there trying to pass the ball. Yeah, this line's going down, and I think it may go down a little bit more, but I'd get on it right now. I like the under in this one. I just don't see especially if Stafford's not playing, I don't see either one of these teams moving the ball very well and putting up a lot of points. Even if Stafford is playing, you've seen this year, he can't get much done either, and without his basically pacifier and Kupp out there, I just don't see them moving the ball. And to be honest, I don't see him playing. I think they'll just rest him and save that elbow for next year.
Yeah, I think some good points being made there. Dan letting you know, grab the under now as it continues to move down. If you can find that 39, do it, because 38.5 and even some 38s popping up on the screen now. So, Dan, remind people what you have going for tonight. You have anything loaded for NFL? Let them know what they'll find when they head on over to your page, sm.buzz/DK.
Yeah, for tonight, obviously this play for Sunday for this NFL game. I'll have some more loaded up tomorrow. I'll have my weekend card probably loaded up tomorrow for the NFL. College football, the last 2 weekends, I don't think I've lost a game, so that's turned around now. It's starting to be more like the NFL season. And I got a free play up on college basketball, and I'll just be hitting college basketball for the rest of the week.
He's Dan Kaiser. You can grab that 5% play right this moment, sm.buzz/DK. You can up the ante, pay $5 and get a 5%er from Joe D'Amico and Kevin Thomas as well. A 3-pack for just $5. Inside of those plays, you'll find great promo codes, one that will take $100 off the rest of Dan Kaiser running hot in the NFL. Get the rest of the season $100 off. All you have to do, grab that $2 Tuesday play. Big thanks to Dan Kaiser. Only needed one guest when he's dropping knowledge like that. That's going to do it for us. We'll see you on Thursday when I'm joined by Eric Pauly and, of course, Matt Josephs. Until then, I'm Dan Alexander, and we'll see you next time on Sports Memo Today.